Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We are back on the Hunter Call of the Wild today. And in today's stream, we are back going 100% after the Great One Wolf. Last stream, we were fortunate enough to pull out a Great One Whitetail. So now we've gone all hands on deck for the wolf as we are almost at 800 kills. We're at 795 right now, but we'll be well over 800 as this stream progresses. But thank you guys so much for joining, for the support. As of 2 days ago, our channel reached 1 year old, which is a super awesome milestone. Not really a milestone I thought I would get to, but we're here, and your guys' support means the world. So thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate it more than you know. And I've got a little bit of housekeeping stuff to take care of real quick, but then we will be able to jump right into getting after these wolves. Thank you. Alright, well, let's see. We do have all the weaponry we need. We do have the scopes we need. So all we need to do is just change the time and get after wolves. Actually, let's check ammo. Oh, yeah. Ammo's looking good. Let's get after these wolves. There's a few of them out here, and our diamonds have really come in droves, it seems like, because I believe we have 29 diamond wolves, which is just kind of crazy. Yeah, 29 diamond wolves, 8 trolls, and 2 rares. And we did get a rare in the last stream too. And we'll have to take him out. We'll see if we can't just pop him real quick. Yep, that'll do it. See what we've got over here. Attentive. There's a 7. We'll just go ahead and pop him now. Oh, which one was he? Was he that one? Nope. He's going to be the one that's body blocked. Oh, well, we shot him definitely in, like, the neck. Okay, we're going to try to get that 8, too. That I did not know was in there. He should come right up through there. Well, that's gonna be a little bit of a track. Fun fact. But we at least got 2 well. Hey Brandy, what's up? Welcome into the channel. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you popping back in. That guy got hammered. We're gonna hop in a quad to rip after these other ones. So we have actually put an end to our whitetail grind for a little bit, since we got the great one just a little bit ago. That guy floated back over there. It's possible that we'll do another whitetail grind in the future, but for right now we're going to focus on the other species of great ones that we don't have. This guy I think we shot in the face. Yeah. Back of the head. Now we have to figure out how far this other guy went. Unfortunately, we do have the quad for that, because if not, it'll be kind of a pain to try to chase him down on foot. Alright, let's rip up here. Blood. Perfect, that's blood. So now I want to get back on the quad and follow the blood trail on the quad. Except I hate tracking wolves. I will be glad when this grind is over, because wolves are an absolute pain. Trying to see if we can just spot him like this, but not yet. We ran right past him without even knowing it. He had turned around and decided to try to come back. Yeah, not a good shot. Kind of as expected from that kind of an angle. Yes, I don't think so. And they should be right back in there. Oh, there's one. This one is awful to try to deal with. That'll do it for him. Guess we should have probably hung out and made sure nothing impressive. Running out. Cool, Brandy. Yeah, no, I don't believe I'm familiar with that. Alright, should have a decent wolf right up here somewhere. Oop, there he is. Piled him right up. Lung and vertebrae. Alright. Let's see what we've got up here. 7. Which I'm assuming is probably the only shooter here. We've been down to normally just one shooter here at a time. Come on. There's 2 5s here now. I'm sure that's a female. Yep. So we'll just go ahead and take out that front guy. might be in the water. We're going to try to just run down there and jump and grab him real quick before he floats too far. This spot is a long float if we have to wait for him to float to us. Oh, he's already long gone. Bummer. Well, sit over there and wait. And that'll be our 800th kill on the grind. And there he's floating. Hopefully this guy will float over here soon. He is just taking his sweet time, as they normally do from over there. Only 140 some meters to go. Well, yards. Well, after we get him, we'll probably go here, then here, maybe up there. Hey, what's up, Game On? Welcome in. Glad to see you back in another stream. Hope you're doing well. Hey, W Hunts, how's it going? Glad to see you guys popping in. We're just waiting for this guy to come on over. Hey, nice, Game On. That's how it goes. Hi, Amaro. Welcome in. Alright. There we go. All that time to wait for him to come on over, but we got him. Hope you guys are all doing well. Enjoying your day. We're just out here getting our wolf grind back on after getting the whitetail great one the other day. Sounds good, Amir. I will try to remember. We had an 8 up there. A couple of other shooters. Nice, game on. Alright, we'll see if we can get 2. Alright, we got 2. That's not a good weight. That is... We will get 3. See if he comes back to the left. A little bit more than that. Well, we only got 2, but that's okay. Looks like one of those guys didn't go anywhere. Diamond for black grouse. I'm not sure. I want to say like 128 or something. 125 maybe. Or 132. Somewhere in that realm, I believe. Ooh, that's close. Yeah, with the herd animals, you gotta be careful. I know on my whitetail grind, once they started running, there were a couple of times where I definitely shot a doe that was running, like, with a buck. But you just gotta be mindful of it, and even a couple of does won't ruin your grind. I think I might have shot like 5 or 6 does throughout my whitetail grind, which was 532 kills. And I only claimed one of them. I know that's a big part too. If you do shoot them, just don't claim them. Let's see. There's a 7. We want that one. Something's running up next to us. Oh, it's aggressive. I guess we'll use this. Go on. Is that a vital? There we go. Don't know why he decided to all of a sudden go aggressive on us, but all kinds of crazy stuff we hit on him. Good. Keep those low level ones, you know, in your exterior zones, and the big ones in your shooter zones. Well, we want that 7 and then the other 7. That one right there. Then wherever this 7 is, hopefully he's by himself, but I think he's probably in that. Nope, he's right there. Okay. Oh, come on. That wasn't a good hit. Should be somewhere right up there. Somewhere up there. We'll see. Well, and that's the nice part about the beginning stages of, setting up the herd management. If you find a zone that doesn't work for you, pack up and move out. Here's that first 7. Double lung heart. Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, having those zones that are non-shooter zones are super, super important. Because then you don't waste your time and you just focus on the shooter zones. Like, I know a few zones on this grind that are definitely non-shooter zones. But it's still good to kind of periodically just check in on them and make sure that nothing crazy pops in. I feel like he should be down somewhere right up around here. But I messed up and picked up a different track, which hurt. And there he is. Perfect. Ooh, just barely. We actually did hit him twice, which significantly helped, even though we just really blew his foot off there with that last shot. 240, let's go up here. And I wouldn't... I mean, you don't really know how often to check your exteriors with my whitetail grind. I just kind of started checking exteriors once I saw kind of weird respawns, which ultimately is what led to the great one. Ooh, there's a diamond. Nice. We always love a guaranteed diamond. Maybe he will hit max score. We only have one max score wolf, so the more the merrier. I'll just need him to kind of go broadside. And stop. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work nicely. Better go ahead and reload this in case things get crazy. That's a bummer. Should always get excited for a max level. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many kills or how many max levels I get. I always get excited. Like this This could be diamond number 30 for Wolf of this grind. Actually, it will be diamond number 30 because it's a guaranteed. It might even be a max score. Ooh, not a max score, not a max weight. But still a good diamond. So that is our first diamond of the day. Yeah, I definitely get where you're coming from with that. When you have that many that are trolling, it's definitely a bummer. That's where my whitetail grind started. I think my first couple of diamonds on there were actually level 2s. And then my first, I think 2 level 3s trolled. So that was a bummer. But eventually the game will balance itself out and you'll definitely get more diamonds. So many stinking 7s in here. It's like 4 or 5 of them, it seems like. It's a 6. Oh, nice. Yeah, sometimes that's just the way it goes, it seems. That's an 8. And I would really love to get that 8. We'll try to get him. That's him. Well, that last shot got him not too bad. That'll be intestines or something. And I think that's almost more exciting is when you get a really big 4 or a big 2 or something that, you know, just below max level, where then you're like, oh man, this one's got a real shot, but, you know, it's not likely that he makes it, but maybe he does, and, you know, then you never know what's going to happen. But then when you see those big max levels, they are awesome. And that's why I'm not a huge fan of wolf grinding, just because I've said it numerous times. I'm a sucker for antlers, and if I can't just look at it through a pair of binoculars and say, "Oh, that thing's a tank," it's tough to get super excited for it. Because nothing beats walking through the brush and all of a sudden, boom, there's a massive rack right in front of you or something. It's always super cool to do that. Yeah, we did get a non-vital organ, so didn't go too far. With a medium bleed rate, we might have gotten intestines and stomach. Either way, worked out nicely. Oh, spinal cord, actually. Let's see if we can get a bonus kill right out here. We can. Maybe. Well, he'll go down. Oh, nice. It's always fun getting rares. I mean, they're way more uncommon than diamonds. Oh yeah, for fallow, that's true. They do look pretty similar. I was on my whitetail grind. Me and the chat were talking about that, talking about how rares are a lot more uncommon than diamonds, and literally immediately walked through the brush to a mellow whitetail. It was insane. That's insane too, to have more rares than diamonds. Hey, what's up, Leviathan? Welcome in. Glad to see you. Even if it's just for a little bit, we still appreciate you popping in. Let's see, where... Yep, gotta go to school. Three rares to one diamond is pretty crazy. A little ortho appointment, fun. I definitely do not miss having braces. Alright, sounds good, Leviathan. We'll see you later. Ooh, we were just a tick high, and that really saved it. It was hitting the tail. Thanks, Leviathan. Let's go ahead and pop over here. Reset the time and run it back. Alright. We'll go check up at this spot. In our last stream when we were at this spot, there were 2 diamonds in it, and unfortunately I ruined one of them. Ooh, stuck on a bush. I don't think we've been back up to this spot since we had the 2 diamonds from there. So, it'd be interesting to see what they respawned as. Maybe they respawned as a great one. That would be pretty awesome. About ready to start peeking through. The female. Not what we're after. Yeah, 7, I can tolerate that. Looks like they both respawned as 7s. Oh well, that could have been worse. I would love it if they would kinda... Oh, right next to each other now, I can make do. I would really like to be able to get both of them. Getting both would be huge. This is probably one of my most difficult spots to get 2 out of. Just because as soon as I shoot, they turn and go straight into the woods. Oh, where did the other 7 go? Is that him? Okay, that's him. Okay, so him. Let's just go ahead and go down. Ah! Yep, not gonna happen. Maybe we can catch him on the backside. We'll come out here, pick up this guy. Not bad. But I know that sometimes they kind of run along the shore over here. Right there. Let's see if we can get him. Oh, we did hit him twice, so that'll help. He'll go down. Actually, he is down. The dad spot, but thing about that spot is it increases the pressure significantly, but that's manageable when it's only one of them. Alright, let's see where this guy ran off to. Hey, David. Ow. Welcome into the stream. Glad to have you. Hope you're doing well. There we go. Non-vital organ hit. Followed by another non-vital organ hit. Oh no, that was a medium bleed rate. Followed by a no organ hit. Sorry, again, like I said, he didn't run too awfully far. Probably just right out here in this brush. Or just past it. Intestines and vertebrae. Very nice. Yeah, David, I feel like I've got a little bit of congestion or a little bit of nose something or another going on, but we're willing to suffer through it for you guys. Game on, I just reached the first phase of monetization, so we can do super chats and memberships and that sort of stuff. The membership stuff is still going through the approval process, but super chats are available. And that was literally like as of this morning. 2 7s here. Interesting. Don't know where one of them came from. One of them's probably a solo using this zone. I wonder if he'll slow down. Yup. But not enough to nicely do anything. Oh no. Yes, I did. I got a great one whitetail. Which was crazy. We had no business getting him, but we did, and we got him with the bow. Where'd he go? Now I'm not going to be able to see him. Oh, man. Should have just stayed on him. We're going to have to get the dog for that one, because that's going to be a pain. I don't know, David. I think the only way to fix that problem is you just have to watch every single stream, beginning to end, non-stop. It was a fun stream, though. Okay, so we've got this guy. And we've got this guy. We're gonna just have our dog track that. Got a lot of blood there. Okay, I'll come run over to you. See what blood is this? Oh, 25 to 50. So that's late blood. I don't know, I'm hoping we can get a great one wolf today. I mean, we're over 800 kills in, so it's not a baby grind. But we'll see what happens. Gotta be like right here. Oh. And here he is. Very nice. Just hit him in the leg. That's okay. He went down, so no harm, no foul. And then we'll go ahead and stick this guy back in here until we need him. Because most of the time he's kind of just annoying. See, these ones are going to be tough. Because I only see the 1-6. And that one's like way hidden back there. So that's a small 5. I thought I saw a 6 in there. Maybe I'm crazy. Okay, we'll just leave that one for now then and move up here. This spot can be interesting sometimes, depending on what's in this pack, like that guy. Okay, he's going down. Kind of like to track where he goes down, just so we can throw a ping on it. Perfect, right there. We took 2 shots that may have spooked off this other pack, though. Let's see. Says they're fleeing, but they're not actually fleeing. That wasn't a very good shot. He's going down, though. Hey, Grayson, how's it going? Welcome into the stream. Curious if that 6 is going to keep coming in. If it is, I'd kind of like to take it out. Got him. Good, glad to hear it. We're going to grab a ATV to rip out there just because I think that's going to help a little bit more. Hey, Brandy, welcome back. Grab this guy. And go to that one. Which we'll just kind of cut straight across. I think makes the most sense in this situation. long as I'm not smoking too many trees. Be right there. Then we have that one right up there. Oh. Snag this guy, and then run up there. All right, and this guy who, oh, we were just a tick high, but it worked. Let's go here. This spot has like consistently been awesome for us. Got 2 7s. 6. A couple of 5s, so nothing too crazy this time, but I mean even 2 7s is solid. Alright, let's see. 5. There's 1 7. There's the other 7. That'll work. If I can find the 6 relatively quick. I'll take the 6 too, but there it is. Going down decently quick. Some more write-ups around there. Able to pull 3 out of there. First 2 guys, I believe, just flopped right over. I don't think they went anywhere. Here is 1. Level 7, both lungs. Here's another, level 7, both lungs and liver. Then we'll run up this way, where we should have that level 6. It might have been intestine, stomach? With how slow it went down, maybe just intestines. There's blood, a medium bleed rate. And here's the wolf. Intestines and stomach, so yeah. Obviously not the most ethical shot, but for level 6, we'll take it. Alright, 3, 2, 4, 6. So there's at least a 6 in there that we'll try to take. As for this one, there's an 8. And a 6. I don't know what that one is. 2. Okay. So we'll try for the 8 in the other one. If we can line up a 3rd with that 6, we'll do that too. Alright. Where are you at? That's the one. You're my guy. Smoked. Now where is the 8? There you are. Oh, we're out of ammo. Huh. Okay, let's try that again. This time without running out of ammo. That'll do it for him. Where's the 6? There's the 6. I think we can make that work. That wasn't a very good shot, apparently. Well, we'll make our way up there here in a little bit anyways, because he will still go down. But we'll start with the 2 easy ones. Heart shot that one. Oh no, just double lung. Okay, I thought for sure we put that one through the heart. Oh well. Right. So that guy, double lunged him. Now I don't know if we still have the track of the other one. Doesn't look like it because there it is. So non-vital organ hit. So we must have we were just too far back. But still generated a medium bleed rate, so that'll be good. Alright, shouldn't be too much further now. Nope, there he is. Just in time. We were way back. Jeez. Good for us. We're not doing great things, but we're doing things. Last time we were up here, earlier in the stream, we pulled a diamond. Can we do it again? I'm not gonna hold my breath, but it sure wouldn't upset me, that's for sure. Nope, I think it respawned as that 6. Which is a mild letdown, but that's okay. Just quick shot him. I don't think we'll have enough. We might have enough time to just barely hit this lake. We'll see what happens. This will be our 26th kill of the day. So, you know, we're just past the hour mark, so about 25 kills an hour isn't a bad mark. Through both the lungs, we are going to have just enough time to hit back down here, I believe. Get the binos out so we can just try to spot real quick. Two, 5, 1, 7, 3. Lots of 7s still, as per usual. Try for 1, see if we can't get 2. Oh, he's actually just alarmed. Let's see, what are you? What are you? What are you? You're still just a female. You're right. You're right. Just turn around. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let that one go. I can't get a good shot on that one. We'll just go with the 2. Which isn't a bad one, because really I thought that zone was gonna be, I didn't think we were gonna be able to get there in time. There's the second one, and the first one's right here. Cool, gray, 7, spinal cord. Along with lungs and stuff, but definitely spinal cord. Single lung. Works for me, worked for him. Time for a little time reset. Alright, let's go. Let's go up here. They were both 7s. So 2 times ago they were both 9s in the last stream. This last time they were both 7s. What are they going to be this time? What could they be this time? Or maybe a rare. I could tolerate a rare up here, too. We still only have the 2 rares, and both of them are red-browns, and one of them I ruined with the 300, the most recent one we got. We'll switch it up to just walking in. We also haven't hit this spot yet today. We'll need to hit that one, see if there's... We get solos that bounce around up into that area sometimes. Need to be a little bit to the right. Almost able to see through. Question just is, what will we see? We will see. I think I just got... Huh. They're running at us. There's one. I don't want you. Where are the others? Come on, come at me. There's got to be more of you guys. If you're the only one, that's gonna upset me. Come on. Ow. There we go. I want you. That was a bad shot. Guts. That was a bad shot and we got knocked out. Okay. There's a lot going on there for a second. I know for sure we put bad shots on wolves. But I'm hoping we still brought down both of them. I don't know what they were doing over there. They must have not been... They must come around this way to get into their zone. And so we must have kind of pre-spooked them and made them go aggressive. Well, there's our first wolf attack of the day, and unfortunately the wolves won. Kind of. Yeah, some of the wolves won. Other wolves got stuck with an arrow. I'm sure we stuck both of them. So we have this guy running this way. We'll go ahead and actually just ping that spot. We'll be back for that, because I'm sure the first one we hit in the guts should be around where we died. Unless that... Okay, good. That's not the one we hit in the guts. Okay. Not quite sure how he got a very low bleed rate with a non-vital organ hit. But it does look like they both went off in the same direction, which is gonna kind of come in handy. Got one blood there. Up here, kind of. That's still blood. It is nice when they go in the exact same direction and die close by to each other, because there's one. Oh, spinal cord and guts. That'll be the first one we hit. And then the second one we hit, it should be just right up here. Right in the middle of whatever is resting here. Plains bison. Nice. Guts on that one, too. Oh well, so they responded as a 7 and an 8. Which, you know, tolerable, I guess. But then they elected to attack us, which was a little bit on the rude side, I'm not gonna lie. Haven't checked this spot for a while. It's been kind of bleh. Oh! I say it's been bleh, but it's got a level 8. Which means that has to be a solo that's bounced, because we haven't had anything impressive here in a good long while. He'll go down right there. Okay, where'd homie decide to lay down at? There he is. Liver and stomach. A little far back, but it worked. Check down here. Like I said, haven't checked down here yet, and sometimes we get solos that bounce around, kind of like that 8 that we just took out from there. Alright. Nothing there, which is normal, lately anyways. They should dip on out, which is fine. Because then we'll wrap around and go over to where our solos have been. That's that pack that we just spooked. Because there's nothing impressive in it. Had them there. And we've had them just on this side as well. I'm hoping for some reason they didn't kind of like tuck back that way. Wouldn't be the end of the world, but just makes it harder to see them until we're right up on them. That's the herd or the pack we spooked. Nothing back there. Nothing down there. Oh well. Hey, welcome back, Leviathan. I'm glad to see you've managed to survive. It is a tough life out there. 7. Seven and a 6. These guys are always a pain when I need to get 2. Unless they just stand there, in which case it's extremely helpful. We got 1 diamond pretty early on, but other than that, no, nothing too crazy. Which is a little bit uncommon, actually. But we're just over 30 kills in. Just grinding away. That guy was just starting to turn when we got him to him. Oh yeah, absolutely. I am always happy to get a diamond. No question about that. Just sing-alonged him. Let's see. 6, 3. I do like when they're way out on the right side like that. That's really helpful. We're just going to go ahead and pop that 6 now while we can. Make sure nothing else comes running out like that. That's a 5, so it's okay. That guy doesn't even really care. That's okay. There's only one we were going to get out of there anyways. Max score for Wolf is 40. We've been fortunate enough to get one max score throughout this grind, but haven't seen another one since. Yeah, you'll almost always have an estimate up to max score, because you'll get like the 38 to 40s, 37 to 39s, all that sort of stuff, but hopefully I get one scores over 40 here pretty soon with a great one, but not gonna hold my breath on that one. Hey, how's it going, iHunt? Welcome in. You know, you'd be surprised, Leviathan, a lot of times they still make it. I've had a ton of the 37 to 39 estimates still make diamond. Ran right past this guy. Yeah, I mean, I would probably say, oh gosh, I probably have 5 or 6 diamonds that are the low estimate. And it seems like every time I think, oh, he's not going to make it, you know, he's going to troll, that's when he ends up making it. Alright, let's go ahead and take this guy out. Ooh, that's awesome, I hunt deer. Congrats. Super rares are super, super difficult to get. So anytime you get one, that's a massive achievement. I only have one super rare. So I literally have more great ones than I do super rares. Which I feel like that's kind of a crazy thing to say. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Try that shot. Don't die in the water. Also, don't run super far. Yeah, I think the piebalds for whitetail score like almost always at the very top of their estimate. That's awesome, I hunt deer. Yeah, that was what I thought, Leviathan. It's always fun to be out there getting diamonds. Alright. I'm lazy, so I don't want to run back that whole way. That's still a 5. The big estimate 5, but since he's a solo, I like to leave him. Unless he barks at me too much more. Yeah, I hunt with the estimates. They have a lower end estimate and a top end estimate, and they're gonna score somewhere in between there. So just because they have a top end estimate of 287 doesn't mean that they'll hit that. Yes, I do hunt IRL. Just about anything I can. Mostly elk and mule deer, but if the opportunity presents itself, black bear and cougar as well. A couple of 7s in here. Alright, let's see. Him. And him. I've never, like, actively tried hunting them, but it's just kind of like, if they happen to show up, then I would definitely hunt them. Let's see. It's really the only one I didn't spot the other 7. Or did the other 7 go somewhere else? Or was there not another 7? I don't know. Thought I saw 2 of them there, but maybe I'm crazy. Very cool, I hunt. I've wanted to do more out-of-state hunting, but man, it gets expensive in a hurry. Depending on, obviously depending on where you're going and what you're going for. I'm sure there's cheap ways to do it, but it seems like tends to be pretty pricey. Ooh, nice. That'll be fun. Ah, yeah. Take advantage of the preference points, that's for sure. 7, that should be the only one there. Nothing at that spot. Definitely heard of good hunting in Wyoming. And definitely Montana. I'm sure there is in Nevada as well. Just gotta do the research and know where to go. I don't know where this pack has gone, or where the second half of that pack has gone. Oh, there you go. 308's a solid caliber. Definitely can take out a lot of big game. Well, save up your birthday money. Oop, there's a 9. About time we've had another one of them pop up. It's been a while. And a nice 8. Alright. First things first. Him. That was a bad shot. Crap. That was a bad shot. Give me a broadside look. Well, that's a bummer. Ruined that diamond. Hopefully he trolls. Yeah, 30-06 definitely packs a punch. That's for sure. But it's a really good all-around caliber. Oh man. Must have just been low on him. Pump 410, nice. It probably depends on what kind of weapon it is, who makes it, and that sort of stuff. I'm sure there's a lot of pump 410s out there, but your specific one may be more rare than others. Alright, let's hope for a troll. Nope, he would have made diamond. we weren't even low, we were just behind. We could have ticked anything, but instead we smacked the stomach. That's a bummer. That's definitely just straight up user error. Well, I never claimed to be perfect, that's for sure. And if you thought I was after that shot, you now know the brutal truth, that I am not. I've never gotten into bow hunting. I've always just done rifle. But I definitely always applaud the ones who do bow hunting, because it's an entirely different beast when it comes to hunting. It definitely can be more relaxed. Kind of depends on the style of hunting you do and all that sort of stuff too. Dang. Oh, missed that second shot. Well, I probably should have just let him go. At least we can waste a little bit of time tracking him down, because there is no more drink time going on right now. He also hasn't gone down yet, so if he hasn't gone down by the time we claim this guy, we probably just won't go after him. Oh, he just went down. Gosh dang it. I have not done any duck hunting. It's something I've wanted to get into a little bit. But not something that I've done yet. I would need to get a new shotgun. I have a super, super old shotgun that is the last thing I would want to carry around with me. Need to find, there's some blood. Oh, very cool. Well, and you've already shot more ducks than I have. I'm gonna go ahead and try for one. Perfect. So we at least know we got that guy. Go ahead and just put a ping on him. I would probably do more upland game bird hunting than I would waterfowl hunting. If I were to do it. Especially stuff like... I would like to go like grouse hunting. Yeah, I'm sure they can be a pain to find sometimes. Alright, sounds good, iHunt. Alright, let's see. This guy ran a ways, too. You know, so far it's been pretty good. How about yourself? Aside from having to go to the orthodontist, but hopefully your day's been good other than that. That's good. Alright, here is this guy that we shot just right through the leg. Oh, that's good. I used to have braces, and so I know that an orthodontist can be a pain. Oh, so you're not even used to them yet. You're just getting started. Yeah, they can definitely be a bummer, especially when they, do something like that. They put the bigger wire on or they tighten them, and yeah, then your teeth are sore for the rest of the day. But gotta do what you gotta do, right? Oh, that's brutal. I was fortunate that I never needed rubber bands, but I knew people that did have to have them, and they were not their favorite things. But hopefully you won't need them for too long. Alright, let's see what we've got out here. That's not what we want. Neither is that. Or that. 3-5 here. 3-5s here is uncommon. Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasant whatsoever. This might have just turned into a non-shooter zone. So I don't see anything else. Huh. Come on, where are the other ones? I know there's more than just one wolf here. There we go. There's a 7. That was a bad shot. Okay, right up there. Ooh, that, yeah, Leviathan, that doesn't sound fun. Must have just shot a little bit far back on this wolf. Yeah, I bet she had, like, some crazy headgear. Well, at least the braces did their job. Yeah, because to go through all that and still not have good teeth would be horrible. Yeah. Alright, let's check this spot. We haven't checked this spot at all today, but it's normally not a shooter zone, so we'll see if maybe we had a solo or something pop up over here. No worries. Looks like nothing too crazy there. We'll check these ones down here, but I think these ones are all females and low levels. And they're, oh, they're there. Female, 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 female. Yep, low level. Perfect. Yeah, I don't see them a whole lot on this map unless I go over to this spot. Then there's some like right up on this peninsula. But other than that, I kind of just leave them alone. Don't see anything impressive in this group. Check over here for this one. Well, it's not going to let me ping all that for a 5. Okay, cool. We'll just shoot the 7 and get it over with. I think it's that one, yep. Shouldn't go too far. I haven't hit like these lakes or this little stretch here, but I've explored quite a bit of the bottom half. Need to get down into those areas, but can always explore more. Oh, nice. Yeah, sometimes they like to hide in weird places. There's our fox, little fox friend. More wolves up there. Oh, there's a level 6. As much as I would love to just chase after that level 6 up and over the hill, I have a feeling they'll be long gone if I do that. And I don't shoot wolves well on the run. Maybe we'll get a chance at a redemption down here with another level 9. So, Demise, it depends on what you're doing. If you're doing herd management, you want to shoot your main zones and, get them to where they're all big levels. And then only shoot the big ones and then leave your externals as your exterior zones as small ones. And it also depends what species you're going for, too. If you're going for something that's only up to a class 3, it kind of changes which ones you go for. Or if it only goes up to class 5 or 9, whatever you're working on. Kind of have a little bit of a different piece to the puzzle, so to speak. The second pack here has not been there for a while. And ultimately, in the end, it doesn't matter if you shoot the big ones or the small ones. It really doesn't have a... it doesn't really factor into the great one spawning. You just need to get a lot of kills. I kind of think my next one will be a feeder grind on Scotland, but I think it's going to be for wild boar. Liver and double lung. Either that or maybe a fallow grind. I'd really like to do a red deer grind, but there's just not enough fur variations. I mean, there's not any fur variations, and there's hardly any rack variations if you really think about it. So it kind of kills me a little bit to do red deer. Yeah, we could definitely do that. There is no rhyme or reason, Demise. To put into perspective, I just got my Great One Whitetail the other day in 532 kills, and I had 10 diamonds. I'm at almost 850 kills here and have 30 diamonds and still no Great One. So there's really no true method. Turbo, no, I do not think that herd management really affects Great Ones, because at the end of the day, it's all random. I do think it affects the spawn rate of diamonds, because by leaving the smaller ones, it's prompting the game to spawn more higher levels. And so I think it makes it more enjoyable in the meantime when you're grinding through, if you're getting diamonds and better chances at super rares and that sort of stuff. It definitely makes it easier to do the grind. Yeah. I would love it if we had concrete evidence or anything that can really, say for sure one thing helps, one thing doesn't. But one thing I know for sure helps is just shooting a ton of males. So, yeah, you want to be super careful with deleting zones. Your efforts would definitely not be all wasted. I deleted a zone during my mule deer grind, and essentially all it means when it deletes a zone is those animals go from that spot to another spot. So once you find where they're at in their new spot, then you pick up right back where you were. When I deleted a zone, it actually made my grind easier, because I then had that herd had went and moved in with another herd and essentially just made a mega zone. So that then just reduced the number of places I had to check, and I was able to rotate one spot faster. Turbo, in theory, yes, I think it probably would help manage down, but I think you would have a better shot of managing down without the Great One, and there's a diamond, hopefully. And just going with, for wolves, for example, the likelihood of me being able to get 3 level 7s in a zone is way easier than getting 3 Great Ones in a zone. Because I also don't think that it really factors in how high the level is to bring it way down. I think a 10, I don't think it really helps managing down at all. It's just too much of an abnormality almost. But if you did have stacked great ones of the same species on your map, I would definitely think it's pretty cool. That would be pretty awesome. Alrighty, where are we? There he is. Alright, let's not ruin this shot. I'm going to go with we did not ruin that shot. And I would like the 7 as well. So we'll bounce over here and try to catch him as he swings around this way. There's our diamond, hopefully. Hopefully diamond. Oh, they went the wrong way. Oh well, we'll get them on the next one. Did we get a diamond? Oh! That's a max score diamond. That's impressive. I did not expect him to be max score with that estimate. Alright, let's go. That's awesome. Love little surprises like that. Yeah, we'll take the max score, that's for sure. I mean, I think the likelihood of getting getting multiple great ones of the same species on your map is, I mean, it's just like getting multiple diamonds on your map at the same time of the same species. It's possible. You just have to have, where are all of my wolves at? You just have to have kind of a perfect situation. That's only the second max score wolf we've gotten. And our third max weight. Alright, let's see. Oh, there's a 6, okay. So we'll take him. On this one, my diamond rate is insane. That is diamond number 31. But I've also messed up a couple of diamonds. So I would probably have 35 diamonds, probably. If I didn't mess any up. And that's in about 850 kills. I think I've had maybe like 10 troll or so. And so mine's been pretty crazy. And I only have 2 great ones. I have a mule deer great one, and I have a whitetail great one. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a super rare. Super rares are awesome. They are just crazy. Smoked that guy. just check around this corner, see if we had any solos pop up. I like the muley combo that I got quite a bit. It was the Velvet Rack and Dusky Drift, I think is what it was. Remembering the names of them is pretty bad. It was either Dusky Drift or Milky Way. I can't remember what it was. I mean, I'm not too picky when it comes to great ones. You know, I'm just happy to get one. Like, I don't think, like when it came to the whitetail, there wasn't a rack I wouldn't have been happy with. Same with mule deer. The only rack I would have been kind of meh on is the corkscrew rack. Who's gonna attack me? Because I thought I heard somebody trying to attack me. I might just be crazy. Ooh. Don't know what he was doing there. Well, we'll go back and get him. Normally that's not where the solos are. Those ones might have been the one that were. Fleeing. Never let them cook again. I'm just glad that they're really leaning heavy, at least on the antlered species, having different racks and different fur types. I think that makes them so much cooler, and it makes that grind so much more worth doing over again. Because if it was just a rack, not too crazy, but it's definitely worth going back for trying to get a different combo, or even if you get the same rack or the same fur, you can get a different of the other and make it worth it. Whereas, like, in my opinion, if I get a Great One Red Deer, I will get one and probably never do a Great One Red Deer grind again, just because the racks all look far too similar to me. Alright, 7-3. I wonder if I can pop one of those guys way out there and not spook the rest. Oh, what in the world? Okay, well, we're gonna take a quick detour and hopefully go get a diamond fox. Level 2, so I need a new gun. That's a little interesting. By a little interesting, I mean a lot interesting. What in the world? We don't need that one, but we do need the... Maybe we'll go with the 243. We'll go with the 243. Proceeds to shoot it with the 300. I would be so very unhappy if I did that. .243. Is that the only ammo for .243? I also want a call for him. Because I don't necessarily trust oh yeah, we want the polymer tip. If he doesn't make it, I'm going to be quite sad. Fun fact. Okay. Well, now that is something else. But I do want the call in case we need to just call him in a little bit to get him to stop eating, because that way he doesn't jump around and do anything crazy. And we have a really good wind. Actually, what does the 400 grain go to? We might take him with a bow? Is that crazy to try to take this fox with a bow? Diamond is 14. Does that mean he's got a chance? But I don't want to accidentally call in the wolves if I do try to get him with the bow. Where'd he go? There he is. Oop, wrong button. Don't go alert. You're fine, dude. We'll see if he starts coming into that. That is true. I could drop him there. 100 yards. I mean, he's making his way in. That's a nice broadside right there. I don't want to risk it with the bow. I feel like those wolves are coming in. Man, if he just keeps... I got scared I used the wrong gun for a second. He dropped and I got real nervous. Alrighty. Well, it's a lot of blood. Please make diamond. Please make diamond. He's a diamond. Let's go. Straight through the heart. My goodness. Definitely not upset with that. That is the first max level fox I have ever seen. And what would he need to be a 14.05. So I mean, he's got diamond by well over a point. Well, now that is super cool. All right, back to the task at hand. Let's get back after wolves. we'll just fast travel back up there. Probably. I didn't see what his max weight was, but he was probably getting up there on max weight. Alright, we'll go ahead and get rid of that. You know, we may... Oh, that's not for wolves, so we'll get rid of that. Yeah, I think he was 33 something. Oh, we need to get the 300 back. How about that for a little surprise diamond? The forest. That's a survival game, isn't it? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I think I may have seen some gameplay from that before. Alright, let's see. If only there was a great one in here, that would be cool. Instead of like 14 sevens. Okay. Yeah, I think I've definitely seen gameplay of that one before. Alright. 3, 7. We're going to try for this 7 and then the 6 right behind him. Or try to get both of the 7s, actually. Okay, so he's going to go down. Like right there, actually. Which is nice. That's not a bad place for him to go down. Go ahead and just throw a ping. Right there. Come on. There we go. Then this guy I know was floating. This spot has always had a ton of wolves at it. It's got 2 packs on this side, and then over on that side, they might be gone now. Yeah, they're gone. But there's another pack that hangs out over there that's all low-scoring ones. Go, took care of him. And this guy up here is our 50th kill of the stream. So we have been putting in the work. It's also now past their drink time. Hey, what's up, Brandy? Alright, sounds good, Leviathan. Geometry Dash? Yeah, very cool, Brandy. Alright, let's reset the time. Alright, let's go up here. Last time we came up here, they weren't here. I think we had came back up too soon. They're here now. 5, 4, 7, 4, 3. Okay, so just the 7. Let's see. That would be him. He's piled up. Here is this guy. Smoked him, heart in both the lungs. Let's go back down here just to see what we can see. I think we pulled more out of here today than we normally do. 3, 7. All right, cool. So that'll be one more from here. Is it him? It is. Okay. That tree's going to be a little bit of a problem, but not actually that much of a problem at all. Nice. Alright, here's this guy piled up. Double lunged him, even at that angle. Nice. Alright. Like this spot. Spot tends to do well. Except last time we decided it might be a non-shooter zone. Going forward. Looks like that is still the case. Whole lot of fives here. 3 of them, to be exact. Which is fine. That's not the end of the world. We'll just want to make sure we keep an eye on it periodically. Make sure we don't have any solos bounce over there. That's a female. Don't see anybody else in there, which is annoying. There's a 7. Got him. Actually, before we run away, let's make sure nothing impressive comes out of there. Doesn't look like it. This is definitely not one of my favorite spots. If I were to delete a zone, I would delete this one in a heartbeat, but I don't want it to end up anywhere up here. So, we just leave it and tolerate it since we know where it is. Hole punched him. See what we've got here. There's a 9. Nice. All right, let's see what else we've got up here. And an 8. And a bunch of 5s. That's that same 9. What's behind him? Female, female. All right, sweet. Well, let's make sure we take care of this 9. And then from there, we'll try to take care of the 8. But first things first. Okay, so there goes the 8. Slow down. Well, I'm not sure how good of a shot we put on him with the .6, but we'll see. I know he put a good shot on the 9. I wouldn't mind if he scored diamond either. I think he just... Make sure he didn't, for some reason, end up in the water. Look like it. Doesn't look like that 8 went down. But we'll wait and see once we get to the 9. And here he is. Diamond. Hole punched him pretty good for our 3rd diamond harvested of the day. Tax him to send him to the lodge. It's a good looking wolf. Now as for this guy, we'll just kind of follow this just for a second just to see. Good, no organs hit. He should survive that shot. And we'll get him later. Alright, they're all back now. 5, female, 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 female. 4, female. 5, female. There's nobody to shoot? What in the world? All those wolves and not one worth it. That's frustrating. What about the other pack? Unless that's where the other pack is. Because there's no reason why there shouldn't be a shooter in there. There's no reason why that pack shouldn't be right there. Well. Cool. Let's see what we've got over here. It's the 5. This pack isn't here. Wolves are being weird. Alright, let's see. Female. 6, 5. I wish I knew what that other one was. I have to assume a female. It was indeed. Really? Homie could not have chose a worse spot to sit. I mean, I guess one shot outside of the stand isn't the end of the world. I mean, obviously we don't like doing it, but sometimes they leave us no choice. Down he goes. I thought I ran past him. Double lung liver, took him out. Pretty easy peasy. Let's go. We're just up there not too long ago, but let's take a look. We'll take a really quick look, because then we'll head up to the northeast. Oh, they are back. 2 7s. 5, a 4, some females. Alright, well, we'll see if we can't get both those 7s. I'm not overly optimistic, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, because we have that one and that one. We decided to start by headshotting the difficult wolf and then moved on to the easy wolf. And it actually worked out really well. Like a lot better than I expected it to. So that's always nice. And it doesn't even look like they're floating, so perfect. Right. There's this guy. Oh, actually hit a lot. But that worked. And then, no, didn't even see him. That guy right through the dome piece. So that worked out quite well, actually. And I think we actually do still have enough time to run up here to this place. I think we have a 7 up here. We might be an 8, but I know we didn't get him when we got the diamond earlier. And then we have whatever the diamond turned into. Let's see. There's the 8. Looks like respawned as a 7. Which is okay, could be worse. We'll see if we can get both of these guys here. All right. So there he is. There he is. We got one for sure. We'll see if we catch the other one around the bend. I also just have to see him, which I don't. There he is. Alright, perfect. Got him. Grab this guy, and then go get him. Double lung punched him. I think we did similar, or we may have shot this other guy in the neck, actually. Not quite sure yet. Alright, and here is this guy. Yeah, double lung. That works. I want to go back here because I feel like there should be more here. I think that's already better, just that we're getting males here. Maybe not, though, since there's not a single male shooter. One, 7, 5, 4, 4. So at least one. Might as well just shoot that while we can. Make sure nothing weird's going on over there. It's not. Right smack dab in the middle. What in the world did I not do to him? Okay, well, he'll likely go down. It's just going to be a track now. I don't know where we put that shot, other than not where it was supposed to be. At least I think he's going to go down. Yep, there he goes. Okay. Now the track. Hopefully he ran for a while and then decided to turn around and come back. That would be very, very helpful. It's going to be a bit of a bear to track. Don't think any of those are shooters. And who knows how far this guy went.
This guy is just gonna cause... Oh, maybe not. Maybe this is a... Oh, good. We kind of hopped on his track as he came back up this way. Hopefully he isn't too much further now that we're in the 0 to 25. There he is. Good night, was that difficult. We almost shot him in the face, but... Well, we shot him in the face, we just didn't hit him in the brain. Golly. Let's go up here. So we can change the time real quick. Now we'll check a spot we haven't checked yet today and check down there. Just on the off chance that there's something hanging out, you never know. Stream will be grinding for another 15 minutes, and then then after we finish grinding, we have to go to the trophy lodge. So it'll probably be about another half hour or so until we wrap things up. I don't know why these wolves are mad at me. Oh, but that's a wolf I would actually shoot. Ow. Perfect, we'll go ahead and take him and then keep on running. Ow. They're gonna kill me and it's gonna make me mad. Because I still have 300 yards before I get to where I want to be. Oh, they're about to get me. They're literally gonna get me. Awesome, welcome back, Leviathan. Just in time to watch me get smoked by a wolf. Wonder if there's a reason why they didn't want me to go to that spot. No great ones. We did get another diamond a little while ago, though. Yeah, always happy to get a diamond, that's for sure. We were just coming down to check this drink zone. We don't normally check it, but then we got ambushed by a pack of wolves. For whatever reason, I'm not necessarily sure, but there was one in there that we wanted. There goes that pack. Hey, no worries. In hindsight, I probably could have taken a quad to like almost here, since they drink another. Could almost bring the quad to the blind. We'll have to try to remember that in the future. That could definitely be an interesting story. Alright, there we have wolves. Alright, let's see. No. Come on, what are you? And no, okay. No shooters there still. But it's always good to double check. That is true. With that type of style, you can, if you don't like the direction it's heading, you can definitely manipulate it to go in the direction you want. There's a nice 8. And a 7. Alright, 8 and a 7. Alright, let's see. 8, 7. That worked. That actually worked really well. Oh, I wouldn't mind getting him either. Got him. Nice. Getting 3 here is a good one. And I believe we dropped every single one of them. I don't think a single one tried to run off. Alright, here are these two guys right here. Ooh, spinal cord. That one was close to having to track for a ways. Oh, that one we had already shot, so it doesn't matter what we did, he was going to drop. But we did also double lung punch him, so that helps. I forgot that we wounded that 8 down here. And then right behind this tree is another one. We put it in the vitals. Upper neck, skull and jaw. So we were way out in front of him. Well, not really way out in front of him. With the angle, it helped. Let's check here, make sure nobody new's popped up. Four, three. Not a one. Perfect. Let's see if they're gonna be a little more normal yet. Ooh. No. No normality there. This pack's back though. There we go. 8. Alright, so we'll at least get 1. Alright, I think it's that guy. It was. Quick little walk over to grab him. Double lung liver. Alright, see what we've got here. Nothing, because they're not here, which is odd. He's here, though. Go ahead and put him down. We need him to stop moving, but actually not really. That'll work. Now we'll see if there's anything worth it over here. Which this spot used to be like the second most reliable, but now it's been pretty hit or miss. 7. Do like having them split up like that though. That is nice. Alright, where's Mr. 7? That was not a good shot, fun fact. Definitely need him to slow down. It's not looking good. Alright, well, that's a bummer. Say maybe he won't go down, but I'm pretty sure we shot him in the skull. Which means I'm sure he'll go down. Or I guess we could have shot him in the jaw too, but... yeah, he's down. Where did this guy pile up? Right there. Nice. Fast travel back. Grab an ATV because, well, we're definitely going to want one. It's going to be a jaunt. Hope we still have his track. Doesn't look like it, which means we're going to pick that one up there. Hopefully he just runs in a straight line the whole time. But for some reason, I highly doubt he will, because at the end of the day it's a wolf, and they don't believe in straight lines. But so far, he was pretty much a straight line. So that's nice. Just the top of the head, we were so close. Let's go check here, and this will probably be our second to last place we check before we head to the Trophy Lodge. Yes, you did indeed hear that correctly. It is just about time to head over there. Oh yeah, we won't miss the Great One Whitetail. Alright, let's go ahead. Go 6. And hope the other mission. he didn't give himself a good look. This one might be. That wasn't good. Wasn't great. We're gonna have to grab an ATV. Yeah, that was not a great shot. We probably should have let him go. I mean, he hasn't gone down yet, so maybe he won't. So there is one. The other guy did go down, so we'll just hop on his trail and zip on over approximately to where he was at. This guy doesn't completely believe in straight lines yet. But at least on the quad we moved pretty quick. There he is. Just flesh. We were just underneath everything. We'll finish off right here. This is like the moneymaker lake. Yeah, that they do. They wouldn't know a straight line if they held a ruler in their hand. Alright, let's see. Lots of 7s, as per usual. Oh, was that an 8? It is an 8, okay. So we'll try for 8 and a 7. If we can manage to get 3, that would be awesome. But I'm not confident in that. Did I hit that one? No, okay. Well, we might not get anything, actually. Oh, jeez. Well. That, we definitely can't end on that one. We're gonna come back here. I think on that 8 we hit a tree branch, which is a bummer. Some of those trees I know you can clip through, but we must have hit a spot that you could not, which is okay. Well, there we go. Look at there. We still get an opportunity at an 8. And a couple of 7s. All right. Let's reload. All right. 5. I feel like that's probably, okay, that's a 7. There's an 8. Who is right above him? 5. That's a 6. Okay. Okay, well, we got one. It was bound to happen. The accuracy was bound to go away at some point. But that gives us 68 more kills. Actually, really 71. Including our diamonds. So we've got quite a few kills. Yeah, we're up to 866 total kills. Shot him mid-shake. Very interesting looking guy. But let's head to the trophy lodge. Yeah, we have, I guess 4 diamonds to put in here because we have the 3 diamond wolves and then the diamond fox, which is a super, super awesome addition. Alright. I know exactly where the wolves are going. There is, that guy. Right there. 632.6 score. Absolute beast. Next to a couple of 271s. Hard to go wrong looking at that. Nope, not in there. It's in here. Yep, we're gonna go wolves. Here. That one. Alright. Wolf here. Another wolf here. That one was our max score. Gotta make him look pretty. I guess we could have put him over there too. But we'll get some more wolves around there. But that wall is looking real nice. I feel like we can go right. I don't think we can do that on just anything. I think it has to be extra large, extra large. Okay, we could go medium. Which means... Oh, it's definitely going on a branch. There's no question about it. I almost want to go maybe... That's large. What we got in here? Could do it up there. We've got a turkey on a branch right there. I kind of think we're gonna do it. Oh man, it is tough finding a good place to put them. Could go here. We'll go that guy right there, looking down at the elk. Awesome. Big old diamond red fox. And I did show the great one already, but I think we can definitely show it again. He is right here. Got him in a huddle multi-mount with two 271 scoring whitetails. And that guy scored 632. Just an absolute tank. Yeah, he is super awesome. And I wish I had a super rare to go in there, but it'll definitely have to do. And so we now have that great one and this great one. Milky Way. Just looking awesome. Yeah, Turbo, I have one super rare right here, actually. He is a dilute mule deer that we got from our Great One mule deer grind. And that's the only super rare that we have. But we've got lots of diamonds all over the place. And the lodge is growing every day. And a handful of rares too. You know, like both of these does are rares, a dilute and a piebald. Of the super rare, there is a video of the super rare in my Great One Mule Deer recap video. I think there's also probably a short of him as well. I mean, you can find every single thing in here is on the channel in one way or another. Either that's video, short, or live stream. Anything like, you know, anything that we only have a few of is definitely a short. I don't have a short of every single wolf. I don't have a short of every single mule deer and every single whitetail, but like that guy ended up being a short, that guy was a short, that guy was a short, as well as long form videos. So I play and stream from my PlayStation 5, which has built-in streaming capabilities to either stream directly to YouTube or to Twitch. So that's how I stream all on console. I know there's also ways that you can do it with a... There's some other stuff, some other ways that you can do it, but I just use the built-in platform. But we've got a lot of cool trophies in here. This is my wall of shame. Lots of sad sad trophies. Like that mule deer. What a disgrace. Some more wolves in here. Or they're red-brown. Trophies galore. But super, super cool. Had a fairly productive stream, you know, making our way closer and closer every time to that great one wolf. We're going to focus pretty heavy on wolf now that we're not doing the whitetail grind as well, since we got him. But oh, very cool, Leviathan. But yeah, that is where we're going to wrap up today's stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. We've had a ton of you guys in here today. We've got 31 right now. We've been pretty much around 25 to 35 most of the day, which is awesome. I appreciate it. If y'all can just do one thing for me, hit that like button if you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of the content, subscribe. Really, really helps out the channel. We're just past our 1 year point on the channel, which is super, super crazy. But looking forward to what our next channel's year has in store, and hopefully you guys will be along with us for the ride. So thank you, and we will see you in the next one.